Hi all. In the previous video we addressed some of the dirty tricks, we spoke about some stuff, and one of the things that came up, and what I promised you guys was we'll do a follow-up on eye gouges. I'm going to do that now. Let me reiterate, and it's extremely important that you understand, without any fighting skill behind the dirty tricks, they're just not enough. You can't bank on your eye gouges and growing kicks. You need to really know what you're doing, and then, and only then, can you start making some use of these things. Let me borrow you for a second. I'm going to demonstrate how this applies in grappling. I've been a recipient of this very same technique while I was boxing. I got thumbed a couple of times. I can vouch for its effectiveness. It makes it impossible to see. However, I could also vouch for a determined opponent pushing through it. If you have somebody that's really not committed to attacking you, this might work really well. But somebody that's either crazy or on drugs or very, very, very motivated, it may not take the complete fight out of them. They're still a viable opponent. That is why you need to have skill behind this. If I was to clinch over here with Mickey, and I've noticed that I've gotten myself in over my head, and I might want to get out of clinching and into striking, what I may choose to do, and let me turn you around this way. Okay, what I may choose to do is thumb him in the eye. Watch how this works. I reach into his eye and control his head here. This allows me to get my tools back working for me. I can start attacking him. Okay, let's look at it from this side. From here, I raise his head. There's my uppercut, cross, hook. Okay. In this case, I just took myself out of a range that I wasn't happy with and into a different range using different tools. Let's look at the camera. What I did is I put my thumb in the tear duct closest to his nose, and I wiped across and in, essentially using his head like a bowling ball to steer him around. That's one scenario. Go ahead and grab the knife and the goggles. Another scenario may be that I just do not want to commit weight, and I'm going to use a different technique here to attack the eyes. In this case, what I'm doing is the finger fan, where I'm just wiping my fingers like a blade across his eyes. He's got his goggles on just in case. Come forward a little bit. He comes to slash at me, and I cut him in his eyes with my fingers this way. I don't want to commit weight in this instance. I'm hollowing out, trying to evade the blade, and I'm trying to give him something to worry about, but I don't want to put weight into it where I'm committed into that forward direction. Here I can move backwards and still have a technique. Another attack to the eyes is the finger whip, where essentially I just relax my hand and I whip with it. Josh, let me borrow you for a second. And you can drop the knife. I may have two opponents. Let me get you here. And I can't fight two people at the same time, so I want to take one of them out of the equation. In this case, the closest one to me is Mickey, so I finger flip him and move in here. What did I do? Well, I needed to commit weight into Josh, so I couldn't commit weight into Mickey, but I had to do something so that Mickey wasn't viable immediately. So what I did essentially is I put my finger in his eye, and I don't have to poke his eye and take it out. I just need to get him to flinch a little bit. He flinched, I came in. Okay? So you have at least three examples there of how you can attack the eyes. I'm not a big fan of the spear finger. I've injured my fingers before in training doing that type of stuff. I found these that I just demonstrated for you a little bit safer for the user. Again, please don't think that this is a way to escape having to develop real skills. Okay, because if you're fighting against a viable opponent, you try one of these things and it fails, and you have nothing else to follow that up with, you're going to be in a worse place than you were before. Okay, this provokes a certain amount of outrage in your opponent that may actually increase the level of violence being used against it. So you best have some skill behind it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Tony. We've got Josh and Mickey over here, and we're with the Miami Arnis group. Till next time, take care.